How important is statistics and what other areas are covered?
How important is statistics? You mean the course? It's a core subject you take it. But in real life, you mean? How important? It is important because it's your core subject. You have to take it. But I guess is your question about how important is?
What is that? But I still do well, yeah.
You see, I think the important part to understand statistics in this particular context is that nobody is going to make you prove any equation. Okay? And nobody is going to ask you to do calculus and you don't really know why. There is always a reason to do statistics. Once you have a reason for doing it, your feeling towards it is going to be very different. For example, if I ask you to write, but you don't know what to write about, you will find it very difficult. If you have something to complain about, all of a sudden, it becomes very easy to write. It's the same idea, okay? So if you have, if you do mathematics and statistics just for the heck of doing it, you will find that it's not interesting. But in our situation is that you have a research question, you have information, you have lots and lots of information, and you have to use some technique in order to organize this information so that you can present to people and persuade them that your findings are valid and therefore they should take up your recommendation, whether it is a marketing strategy or something, or policy making. In that context, then statistics becomes a tool. Also, the other thing is that a lot of people are worried that you have to analyze large quantity of information by hand. There is such a thing called computer software, and you have taken my 105 with you, right? Basically, that's the kind of thing that you're going to do, right? You have SPSS or some other packages depending, and then they are. Didn't I tell you how to cheat that? Don't tell my HOD, but didn't I show you how you can, if you have this piece of paper, you can understand variable 1, variable 2, and what you do. Okay, similar idea, okay? So you have, it's going to be simple in that sense. Basic statistics is really what you really need if you go out to work in the, if you're not doing academic research, basic research. That means you're not going for a PhD. Okay? Usually, very simple statistics will do. Even percentages will do. Out there in the marketplace, when you do market research, really they are looking for percentages and means. They are really not looking for regression, factor analysis. These things come later. Okay? So I don't think you need to worry too much about it. And cool guy.
I also want to address this just because I do primarily qualitative research. And I studied psychology as an undergraduate, and we were required to take statistics to do the major. And many people treated it as just an obstacle to get through before they got onto things like counseling, which is what they really wanted to do. I think you can do the same thing here. If you're not in love with numbers, if you're reasonably comfortable with them but you're not in love with them, you can get yourself through the statistics class, and it's an important kind of literacy, a numerical literacy, that will serve you well in many different areas. You'll see a little more statistics in audience research methods, right? And, no?
Sorry?
In the audience research methods, you'd see a little bit more with half. And beyond that, not a whole lot of other numbers for the rest of the time. And then just to reinforce that point, I've supervised FYPs that involve statistics, but I've supervised qualitative ones as well, and I just want to give you an example. Last year, I supervised an FYP that consisted of interviews with people about their pornography use. And it's a content analysis then, and a discourse analysis of the results of those interviews. The statistics involved are nothing more complicated than percentages in that case. So you can be in our program and do very well without emphasizing numbers. Don't think it's this huge thing. Beyond a couple classes, you may not have to think about numbers again, but it's an important skill to have.
Yes.
Yeah, also.
Yeah.
You know the skills that you learn in 105, like SPSS software, etc.
is going to be, of course, more. In 105, we did how much? How much time did I spend with you on stats? It's very little.
Will we be going back?
Yes, yes. I need to do the 105, that little crash course, because if not, you won't be able to analyze your survey. But when you go to do your statistics, they start from, if I believe, means, right? Percentages. They start from the very, very basic. They don't jump into something very difficult. My course 105, put it this way, it has nothing to do with statistics, okay? It's only very little just to get you through if not what you do with your survey question, you know. So it's just that, okay? But it will start from very beginning, okay?